Hello everyone. Today I'm back with very interesting topic with Trojan and rats. The word comes first, Trojan and rats. So in this slide we're going to cover Trojan and rats that's related to what is Trojan, different types of Trojans, making of Trojans is also referred as rat, remote access tool, or right way to configure Trojan, online Trojan propagation, and analysis and removal of Trojan. So let's start with it. So what is Trojan? As we know, the Trojan is also known as Trojan horse. It's a type of a malicious or legitimate program that is tricked by social engineering. The once it activated on your system will be compromised. It can be compromised by capturing your logs, by your keylogging or your computer data, by sending any malicious file. So what is a Trojan? As we know, the word Trojan comes from ancient war from the Troy War when the Greek used to enter the city of Troy. So they used this word as a Trojan horse. As we know, it can only trick by social engineering and which enable and which cause to in cyber attack that can spy on you, steal your sensitive data, your information, and to gain the backdoor access on it. So here we go with the example how it works and what is the concept of Trojan. So first we know we have users, we have a computer and we are using the internet. If the attacker wants to access to his target or victim, he might have used or he have to use the internet. So what he will do, the attacker send a malicious file or Trojan virus to victim by using sending email by doing any social engineering. In social engineering that can be lure him victim to offer him as a price that he will get the price and he will win the prize. Just click on the link and you will get the cash back or you have a lottery. So these types of attack we use by the attackers to lure the victim. Then it send it over the internet to target. The when the user see the mail and he seen that mail or link, when he click on that link, the file will be executed at the back end without knowing of a victim. So what user will have done? It compromise his system or her system, which will redirect to another fake website, such as look-like site of the Facebook, of any social engineering site, or any fake site that is created by user to go through with the entering the user's credentials, login ID, login password. When the user enter his correct ID and password to that fake website, his password will be shared, his credentials will be shared by attacker, and then user's credentials are compromised by attacker. So this is the scenario, the how Trojan works. In our next slide, we'll see there's different types of Trojan. That we can know, as we know, the Trojan can perform the various tasks such as deleting data, which can delete your data without in your knowledge or in your presence at the background, disrupting the resources of your computer network, use the internet at the back end and resource your the internet and your network resources at the back end without knowing of the target, or copy the data. Your data is copied automatically at the back end without initiated by you. And the once is very serious note about it, the Trojan is not a self-replicate. User by mistake, if you initiate, then it will only initiate it and it will not replicate it by itself. The fourth one can be your modified data. The modified data can be with your account number, can be informations, can you change your data at without your presence. So these are the Trojans can perform the various types of attack. About this, then we go later on go with the types of Trojan. As we know, we have different types of Trojans. We have a backdoors, exploits, rootkit, Trojan banker, Trojan DDoS, and Trojan ransomware. So what's it the backdoor? The backdoor is basically means in the general terms it gives the malicious user remote control access over the infected system. An exploit is a software code that does the exploitation, means it will exploit or it will harm your system by having self-initiated code subprogram. In rootkit, rootkit means that will change your host operating system without the knowledge of users. In Trojan banker, that steal your informations online banking or steal your banking information, your account number or related information that is related to you. In the Trojan DDoS is a distributed denial of services. It's an attack against the target or using the web addresses by using the website, by using the multiple internet connections, using the multiple internet and computers, or can be used as a zombie armies to attack on the target. And the last one is the Trojan ransomware. The ransomware, as we already heard about the ransomware, that's a WannaCry. So WannaCry is the types of the Trojan that will encrypt all the data in your hard disk or in your computer, and to decrypt it, he will ask for money or ransoms to decrypt it by using the online payments or by can be used as the Bitcoin. So these are the types of the Trojan. This is the famous types of Trojans. The next, we can go with the another slide. We have rats. So its simple words is rats is remote access tool. So the rats described as a remote access tool that can access your computer remotely from anywhere in the world or from your network. Here the attacker can access your network from any point or any station. It will not affect at your present. It will need not your presence or your physically access. You will simply insert the Trojan in your system and he will execute it by remotely by using the lots of activities that's going on. And here we go with the rats that start with the fat rat using the Kali Linux. And here's the example of the making of Trojan rats. So we know the Trojans is already, this describes the remote access tool, and simply it is the most dangerous Trojans as in the world, rats, and it gives you the attacker with the unlimited access. And we're using, as I said, this is a fat rat using the Kali Linux, the making of Trojans. So Trojan rat is a hacking is not allowed. It will lead to cause to break the cyber security law. Or this next presentation or next examples how we making rats is only for the tutorial or education purpose. So we start with the fat rat. We simply using in the Kali Linux. Once we executed the fat rat, it will give you the lots of menus, options, and we go with the menus. We have the MSF Venom. This is using the backdoors by selecting option 1. Once we selected the option once, then we'll go for the another screen that will select your operating system, which can be Linux or Windows, as we're using in Windows. So we are choosing the option 2, and next we have types of the you need to specify the IP address of our local host, and we need to configure the port as by default using the 888, and after that we need to enter the file name of the Trojan which we want to execute. After these commands, we can select the meter interpreter binding the reverse shell by using the Windows shell reverse TCP, and after that by choosing the Windows shell reverse TCP by option 2, we'll go with the Trojan we successfully granted in our system, that is by configuring in the Kali Linux by FATRAT. As we can see, the Trojan.exe has been made by our using this coding by Trojan. As we've seen that we need a victim, and we have a file that's a Trojan.exe, and with this file we had to send it to our victim by doing any social engineering. Once the victim is installed or once click on that file, the Trojan is activated itself. So what is the right way to configure Trojan? So the antivirus can be detected or no one can without knowing of the presence of your users. First of all, it should look like a legitimate program and it's totally fully undetectable. To lure a victim by tricking a very specific social engineering method, or compiling with the Telegram messages or your Facebook, what you're using the web browsers, which should be a look like. It should be look like a legitimate, and we have a UAC that's bypass the user account control. You also bypass with the antivirus securities, and it should not consume with the memories. So this is the right way how we can configure our Trojan or fat rat. So online propagations we are going through with the Trojans. We can see we have two major steps in the online social networks. We have a cross-site scripting, warm and Trojans, and cross-site scripting is also referred as X-access. So it's a passive malware that exploits the vulnerabilities in your applications or your websites, or to lure a victim, how we can exploit it. As you already heard, that Trojan is a type of a malware program or code, or phishing. As we know, the phishing is by luring a victim, by sending any fake link, any fake URL to click on it. Once the user click on it, his system will be compromised with that. And we have the analysis and the removal of Trojan, how we can, if our system is infected with the Trojans, how we can analyze it. We need to analyze with the diagnostic purpose. First of all, it can be detected by any antivirus. Secondly, this is the main spots. And second, we look for the analysis of Trojans by the Windows DLL libraries, using the libraries to identify the Trojan horse, which can identify with the whether the by using their signatures, and they are coded in the Trojan files. Analysis by your Process Explorer, we can see Process Explorer is whether the correct application is running at the background or not. It can be analyzed by the packet analysis by using the Wireshark. We can analyze the packet in the Wireshark, how the packet is going in our network and how is using it. And later on, how we can remove a Trojan once our system is infected. What are the symptoms and what are the causes we are having with the Trojan? First of all, our system or web browser, it freezes. If our browser freezes, it hangs or is unresponsive, that might be the compromise with the Trojans. Or the default the web browser's homepage will change automatically next time whenever you open your browsers and the website is blocked. It shows the message that you don't have access which site you're using on a regular basis. Receive the numerous web pop-ups in your web browsers on your computer within a fractions of second or a minute, or the time based periodically as set by the attackers. And the computer runs very slow, and this is the main cause. When computer runs slow, it will consume all your memories. When the memories consumes, your system is going to using the maximum resources and system goes hang. So these are the list of the we can recognize how the Trojan is infected in our system by using to remove this. We have to use any strong antivirus and detections anti-Trojan systems, so the Trojan can be detected at this level. The removal can be, as we can say, the scan or kill terminate the program subscription link, and we can say the Hitman Pro. There's a third-party software which is a paid software. Hitman Pro, by checking the browser hijacking, is a Zemana, is anti-malware. It's a lots of software that's available in the market by removing the Trojans, and which you reset your browser setting default. So by analyzing or by using any strong antivirus or strong anti-Trojan, we can simply remove the anti-Trojans and antiviruses in our system. And we can already say this is the few steps we can perform to removal of the Trojans. It's a virus, it's a manually. Recognize your Trojans. After that, infected, just delete that file or just send it to your quarantine, or just need to stop that function system from your task manager just with the end task, or need to scan your system and reboot your system. With you need to install the latest updated patches of Microsoft Windows or your whatever the system you're using. Or you can simply delete all files by using your antiviruses. If your antivirus detected a Trojan, you can simply delete it without sending it to quarantine. And after that, if it will not affected with the both of the all of the above steps, we need to follow with the system format. After formatting systems, all your files will be deleted. Just take the backup of it, and you, of course, the Trojan virus will be removed from this. So this is all about the Trojan and rods. I hope you like this video. Thank you for watching this video. See you next time and have a nice day.